Good morning, SMF Street Traders, and it's a very nice Friday morning, options expiration. We are going to be doing a follow-up videos here on our live entries yesterday. These are the calls that expire today. Expiration date is right here at 10/16/2010. The high was $51. The only reason why we did not sell these contracts on the high is that they're $18,325 open profit right here, right now. And we are going to exercise this in the account. And so therefore, we are a renter because we bought the option that expires today. However, it's going to get exercised. We're going to own 500 shares of Google. The position is 5 contracts only in this case. A smaller account. So basically it's going to be exercised where it's going to go into the account Saturday morning. They're going to own it at $550 is what they're going to own the equity outright. And we can see that the option is worth about, well, it was worth a lot more than, it was up there around 20-some thousand when we were up at the highs there. Now, when we look at the equity price over here on Google, we believe that Google goes a lot higher over a period of time moving forward. So this does expire today. So what we want to do is that we're going to own this at $550. We paid $7.10 was our actual entry here. So we're going to own Google 500 shares at $557 is what we're going to own it in the account. And over a period of time, when Google moves up toward its 52-week highs at 629 and higher, it pays to own the 500 shares at that price level, because if we're making, let's say, $70, that's $35,000 in profit versus $18,000 or $20,000 profit that it was. We make more money by going from a renter that expired today in the option to an owner. And you have to have the overnight buying power. So to hold 500 shares of Google overnight for this contract that expires today would be $275,000 in buying power. Not a problem. We will do that. The thing about this contract up here that we own, this is a November $550 call. This doesn't expire for another month, so we're just going to hold this until that time. And basically they hit $55.60, but we believe over time that they go a lot higher than that. And we would do the same thing in November. We would take a look at where Google is trading on November 11/20 expiration, and we would see if we would exercise another 500 shares in the account. And, if Google's up to, let's say, $640, well, heck, then we would have a combined 1,000 share ownership, because this is look at here, this is 550 call November, and there's 5 contracts, equals 500 shares. So today, this expires. We're going to turn this into ownership today. This one we're going to hold. And in November, we can do the same thing. So we would end up owning 1,000 shares at a certain price of Google, of the shares outright. And if we're up $100 on 1,000 shares of the total equity price over time, or even maybe going into next year, it pays to put it in the portfolio as a hold. And, it doesn't have to be executed today, because Google is going to kick good as it did this earnings season. It's also going to do it in the January one of 2011. And they're going to perform then. So we feel that, as I said the other day, nobody wanted to be long Google. Everyone was very negative on the name. They thought they couldn't make money. Hey, we did the earnings report. We did those live trades yesterday. This isn't fake, people. This is real. And the thing about it is, talk is cheap. We did it before the event. We gave the reasons why to the SMF MMTs and the whole enchilada. Now what MMTs are going to learn is taking and owning the asset versus the calls. The calls are making a lot of money. That's over $32,000, $33,000 for now. So what? They go a lot more. So if we end up making $100,000 by owning it, we'll see what happens over time. And we'll do the weekly charts and we'll do our monthly charts. And there's lots of really neat things happening on the charts that we're going to do in another video that supports Google. Once that thing, it was in $602.50 in pre-market this morning. So this is the options expiration, and this one's going to go into ownership. If we weren't going to exercise it, we would have popped it out at $51 and then been just done with it. But because we are, there's no need to take the 51.20 print. We'd rather own the 500 shares. The 5 contracts equals 500 shares at $550 on the stock. And that still puts me up there for now on the equity. So this is what we're going to do and the reasons why. And we'll update more and more. And this November contract, we're going to hold it because we feel there's a lot more upside in the name moving forward, and Google's earnings is doing perfect. So basically I'm going to put the MMTs, for the bigger senior MMTs, this is the way that we're going to exercise this trade. And we believe that this is a good piece of money here, because it is. $18,500 here, $16,375 there. But it goes a lot higher. So basically we're going to exercise ownership. Thank you, MMTs.